Hmm. Hello, can anyone hear me? Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Sarah.
I'm also Sarah.
Oh, I was like, is it me? Am I logged in twice? I can see Small World Yoga and then I can see a Sarah, but I didn't know if it was me or.
It's me. Have you taught at, did you teach at Rocketown one time?
Hmm.
Yes. Okay, I've taken your class before then.
That's cool. Yeah, that was it was around the holidays, right?
I think so, yeah. Was your mom there?
Yeah, that's why.
Yes, that was the one I went. It was so fun.
That's really funny. That's why I remember it, because my mom was there. Oh, look, we got someone else too. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's nice to see another human being.
I agree. Hello. Hello, new person.
I'm gonna turn my camera off.
Okay. Hey, Erin. Yay! Okay, let's see if I can figure all of this out. Erin! I can see you. Unmute yourself. Okay, hold on. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, good.
Am I the only one who's joined so far? I'm early.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I mean, not to see you. Yeah. Can you see Sarah?
Hi.
Hi. Meet you.
It takes a couple minutes to for everyone to, it takes like a couple moments for everything to get connected, you know?
Okay. I've never done Zoom before, so.
That's okay.
I think Heidi and Lou are going to try to join in too. Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know that I have this set up right, but this is the best I've got right now.
It looks like it's set up right.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. It's kind of bright. Okay. There. Anyway. How's it going today?
Great. I'm trying to figure out, I'm not very technologically adept. I'm trying to figure out how to, oh, there's the full screen. Huh.
Yeah, right now I see you on full screen and I'm on like a little screen.
What about Sarah down here?
So I don't see Sarah, so I'm not sure how to.
You can just press some buttons and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna start pressing things. Oh, no, it went away. Okay, so it happens when I do this. Oh, okay. Now I see both Sarahs, yeah. Awesome.
Hello, new person. Rima. Hello, new person.
Yeah, I see them on there too, but no picture or audio. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't have to share your picture.
Yeah.
And you can also mute yourself. Yeah, if everyone's choice if you're at home.
Right. Okay.
Hi.
My mom wanted to join in, but she had rotator cuff surgery, so she can't do the yoga.
I think she could probably do this yoga.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'll have to give her a tutorial on how to do Zoom.
Okay, and it will be on, this class will be on YouTube for eternity.
Oh, really? Okay. Just search Small World Yoga, Sarah, or something. Okay.
YouTube, yeah, on YouTube, Small World Yoga.
I'll let her know.
Hi, Chris. Hi, everybody. So the two people that are on Zoom, can you guys see me and hear me? I mean, the two newer people. I can see Sarah and Erin. Hi. Okay, good.
I was just changing. Didn't feel like you guys wanted to see that.
Okay, great. And then this person, I don't know if this is where you are on your screen, but this person, Chris, yeah, can you see me and hear me? I'm Sarah. Maybe? Okay. Well, we'll give it a couple more minutes. Oh, hey, Chris. Okay. Loud and clear. Great, thanks. I'm here a few minutes early, which is okay, because I think that Zoom, can take a little bit more time to, for everyone to connect. But I'll just start to introduce myself and say hi and welcome you all. My name is Sarah Blizzard, and I teach yoga for Small World Yoga. I wish that I had this shirt like spelled backwards or something. Wouldn't that be like really appropriate right now? Yeah, it would. So we're going to do a 1-hour restorative yoga class this evening. And if you all could, if you have any props that you want to use, I'm going to share some recommendations with you. And if you don't have any of these things, don't worry. You can still do yoga with all of us, okay?
All right.
So I'm just going to tell you all this since you're here at this time, cool? So I think the most important thing, if you only have one thing tonight, a pillow.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys see the pillow? And also, it looks like my dog may have taken a bite out of the corner. But it still works. So yeah, a pillow, 1 or 2 pillows if you have a pillow.
Okay.
If you have a blanket or a towel, or 1 of each, or 2 of each, whatever you want. And then the last thing, if you have this at home, is blocks. If you have blocks. Hi. Hi, Lauren. And if you don't have blocks, like if you do, it looks like you do, Rima, right? You have a block or 2? Yeah.
Yep.
Lovely. Hi. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi. She's like, I don't know what's happening. She's like, oh.
Hi, Raven. Hi. I'll just do this. I'll do the whole thing. I'm gonna start again once we get going here at 4:30. Don't worry. Hi, Heidi.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Oh.
In this class, Sarah. That's so awesome.
Technology can be pretty cool, huh?
Oh, this is really cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've got 7 people. All right, so I think we're gonna go ahead and get started because by my clock it's 4:31. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So if you have any issues or anything, you can send me a little chat in the chat at the bottom of your screen. Also, this video will be is being recorded right now as I speak. It will be on Small World Yoga's YouTube channel. If you want to do it at another time or if you want to share it with someone. My name is Sarah Blizzard and I'm here in Nashville. We're going to do a 1-hour restorative yoga class together. So I'm really excited to be here with y'all. Like I said, technology is amazing. Also, you might see my 2 dogs come in and out of the room. I'm hoping that they don't bark. Hi, Sarah. But if they do bark, they are dogs, but I'll just bear with me. I'll just push them out of the way. Okay, so as I was telling the rest of these guys that restorative yoga is really cool because it allows you to get really in touch with your body. Like we do slow, gentle movements. We hold poses for longer. And I think it's really good to have props to support you through this class. So if you don't have any props, if you only have like one thing today, to get you and support you through class, the best thing to have is your pillow. Okay? Yep, so go find your pillow. You can find 1 or 2 pillows. Also, the other thing I'm gonna do is, Erin, I'm gonna mute you. Heidi, I'm gonna mute everyone, okay? Just so there's not a lot of background noise, if that's okay with you. I promise that I can see you, and if something happens, feel free to unmute yourself, okay? And then I'll unmute us at the very end of class, okay? So pillow, 1 or 2 pillows. If you have a blanket, you know, if you tend to be cold or something, you can use a blanket or a towel. Okay. And then blocks, if you have blocks. If you don't have blocks, I've gotten really creative lately. And I've been using the empty wine boxes. I know. Don't judge me. Okay. Hi, new person. Okay, so we're gonna get started, all right, so that we don't go over. So this is what we're gonna do. I want you all to stand up. I'm gonna stand up with you, okay? Hi, MK, I don't know who you are, but hi. Stand up and let's all wave to each other, okay? Because we can't touch each other, but just say hi, hi with your hands. Maybe give a little virtual hug. Hi, Erin. Hi, MK. We're giving each other virtual hugs. Okay? Okay, oh, or yourself. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is I'd like you to take some movement, all right? Like swing your arms around. Just do whatever you want. I want you to get rid of all of that excess, any of those excess feelings that you may have brought into your room today. Yeah, swirl around. Hi, Brittany. Hi. Hi, I'm Sarah. We're just getting rid of any excess energy. And if you need to make like a sound, maybe you want to scream, maybe you want to shout, maybe you want to laugh, just do it. Get it out. Ah, no one can hear you. Well, they might, but I can't. Ah, just let it out, all right? Yeah, do that. Awesome, guys. We're off to a great start. Okay, and then find some stillness. Keep standing or sitting if you want, up to you. Find some stillness. And we're going to start our practice with our hands at heart center. Here's my other dog. Close your eyes, and we're gonna start taking 3 ohms together. Take a big inhale for Om. Take another big inhale. And then I'd like you to set an intention for your practice today. An intention can be anything you want. It can be asking yourself just to be present for the next 60 minutes or so. It could be a karma intention. Maybe you're thinking of someone else, sending good vibes to them. Or it can be something like you just want to be here and be able to breathe tonight. So set your intention, have that in your mind, and when you're ready, slowly blink open your eyes and come back to our Zoom. Go ahead and reach all 10 fingers up towards the ceiling for extended mountain. Hinge from your hips and take a forward fold. Lift up halfway lift. Fold and take ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows. Release any tension you might be holding onto in your neck. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And then end on a yes. Sway a little bit from side to side. And then when you're ready, let's all come down to our mat, sitting down in a comfortable seat. And we're going to do a meditation. So go ahead and come to a spot where you're going to be comfortable for the next few minutes or so. Maybe so that your feet don't fall asleep. And you can stay sitting up, you can lay down, you can take whatever you want. Just, I want you to be comfortable and supported. So yes, awesome use of your pillow, Raven, love that. I like to put my pillow over my abdomen. It's very comforting. Up to you, okay? And I'm going to make this meditation a little bit more sensory driven. You'll see what I mean in a couple of minutes. So close your eyes, get comfortable, release your shoulder blades down your back. Start to connect to the earth or to your mat, wherever you're at. Feel your feet pressing against the mat or the floor beneath you. Start to notice how your toes are feeling this evening. Maybe wiggle your big toe, your baby toe, and all of the toes in between. Feel the bottoms of your feet. Move to the top of your feet, your ankles. Maybe you can wiggle and rotate your ankles a little bit. Set your awareness on your shins, your calves. Move up to your knees. How are your knees feeling tonight? Maybe rub over your knee bones. Get curious. Move up to your upper thighs, the big muscle groups there. To your hips. Maybe wiggle them out just a little bit, taking some gentle hip circles. Move up to your pelvis, your chest. Maybe place your left hand over your heart and your right hand on your stomach. This way you can feel your heart beat. And with your inhales, you can feel your ribs expand. With your exhales, you can feel your ribs contract. Send your attention to your thumbs, your pinky fingers, and all of your fingers in between, maybe wiggling them where they remain. Move to the tops of your shoulders, shrugging your shoulder blades once again down your back, to your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms. And then take one of your hands and press onto your pulse on your wrist. You can feel your heartbeat from this position. You can feel the blood as it is going through your body and keeping you alive. Move your attention to your neck, maybe taking some gentle movements from side to side. Move up to your mouth. Release your jaw. Feel free to smile while we're here. Focus on the tip of your nose. Move to your cheeks, to your eyes. Maybe squeeze your eyes really tight and then release. And lastly, press your first finger and your second finger at your third eye. That point right between your eyeballs. And massage your third eye. When you're ready, release your hands. Slowly blink your eyes back open into your room and come back into your space. Let's all take a big inhale together. Open mouth, let something go. Go ahead and lay all the way down on your mat so that your back is on your mat if you're not already there. And we're going to come into a side stretch. This is also called banana sauna. So you're gonna take banana sauna, like a banana, on your left. I'm left-handed, so we start from the left sometimes. So go ahead and reach up with all 10 fingers lying on your mat, towards the top of your mat. Grab your left wrist with your right arm, with your right hand, and go ahead and lean your body towards the left side of your mat. And you can pull your wrist with your right arm towards that side. You just want to feel a really nice long stretch through your side body. Don't forget your breath. If you want to go a little bit deeper in this pose, you can also bring your right ankle over your left ankle so that you're curved like a little banana. And you want to make this pose, again, remember this is restorative yoga, so release any tension you might be holding on to. And I'm gonna hold you guys here for a couple more breaths because both of my dogs are being crazy. So I'm just gonna remove them from the room. I apologize. Stay here in your banana sauna. Welcome to real life. Okay, let's release banana sauna on that side and let's switch sides. So now you're going to, you can start by raising your arms above your head again if you like, and then grasp your left wrist with your right hand. And lay back down, place your arms above your head, press them against the mat. And you can do the same thing with your ankles on this side if you'd like. Bring your opposite ankle over your foot that is on the mat. And get that nice long side stretch like you're a little banana. I promise I did not make up the name of this pose. And breathe. Maybe you can shake your head yes and no again here, flat against your mat. You might be holding on to some neck tension. Just try it out and see how it feels. Yeah. And then release your banana on this side. Release the hold on your wrist. Reach all 10 fingers towards the top of your mat. Stay laying down your mat and bring your hands back to heart center. And let's go ahead and take a seat again. Sit up. And you can come into crisscross applesauce. Let's see if you guys can see me back here. There we go. Crisscross applesauce, yep. Or you can take the cobbler's pose, whatever is comfortable for you, you know? Crisscross applesauce makes my feet fall asleep. But you do whatever you do you. All right, inhale all 10 fingers towards the ceiling. And we're gonna take a forward fold, pressing your fingers towards the front of your mat. And if you have your pillow, you can put your pillow underneath your forehead so that you're kind of like resting your whole upper body on your pillow. You want it to be there to support you. Yeah, and just kind of chillax onto it. Release any tension you might be holding onto in your back and let yourself melt into your pillow. You might have to fold your pillow up a little bit to get a little bit more height, or use that wine box underneath, or your block, or whatever you need to get it to the right height. I just want you to release a little bit of tension slowly, pressing down with your forehead on your pillow. Feel free to massage your third eye as well, rotating your head from side to side. That might feel nice. Yeah. And then slowly sit back up. You can place your pillow to the side real quick. We're gonna take a relaxed seated forward fold. So extend both legs out in front of you. And you can bend your knees as much as you want here. Curl your back over and take a seated forward fold. And you can bring your pillow back so that, again, you're kind of like resting on your pillow. This is another way to release your back. And you might be used to this forward fold. You might be familiar with this forward fold, I should say, in a typical power flow, but I want you to make this as restorative as possible. So don't flex your toes, just let them fall forward. Use your pillow or your blankets or your two pillows or whatever your props that you have in between your legs so that your forehead can rest. And then your arms can rest alongside of you if you'd like, so that you're not pulling too much forward. Yeah, and it might take a little bit of wiggling. Awesome use of the prop, Sarah. Love it, love it. Might take a little bit of wiggling to feel more comfortable in this forward fold. Stay here for 3 more deep rounds of breath. Don't forget your breath. And when you've come to the bottom of your last exhale, slowly release from your seated forward fold. Place your pillow to the side, and the next stop is happy baby. Come all the way down, lying on your backs. And if you're not familiar with Happy Baby, just think of the last baby that you saw. Literally that. Grab the outside of your feet and lift them straight towards the ceiling. You want a 90-degree bend in your legs. Yeah. All I can see right now is like 14 feet sticking up in the air. It's wonderful. Feel free to rock from side to side. Yeah, you might accidentally fall over. That's okay. No worries. Maybe try smiling. It is Happy Baby. You can straighten one foot, one leg, and then the other leg, if that feels good for you. We call that Ninja Happy Baby. Just continue taking small, gentle movements, massaging your spine on the mat. And you can also take some Happy Baby circles if you'd like. Maybe change up the movement a little bit. That might feel better on your sacrum. If your arms start to get tired, you can grab your ankles instead and place a small bend in your elbows. I was motivated to incorporate this pose today by seeing a picture of my new niece, Elodie. She was in this pose. Don't forget to breathe. You can also rock a little bit forward and backwards if that feels all right on your spine. Yeah. You just want to release. Make this pose, I know I keep saying this, but make this pose restorative. So Erin, relax your neck towards the mat. I don't want you guys to hurt your necks. Thank you. Breathe. Take 2 more deep rounds of breath. And then release Happy Baby, and we will come into supported bridge pose. So bridge pose is really good for our hips, and this is supported bridge. So place something underneath your lower back to help you get your hips up in the air. And you want to place it under your back. I'm going to be the model right now. Right here. Yeah. If you're wearing Lululemon tights, it would be where that Lululemon symbol is. Yeah, so a block, a pillow, 2 blocks, 2 pillows, something underneath your hips to elevate you. And then let your hips fall into that prop. So take the effort out of this bridge and instead let your hips release and melt onto your support. Bridge pose is really unique because there's a lot of different kinds of things you can do with it. So here in your bridge, you can maybe walk your shoulder blades underneath your back and interlace your fingers a little bit if you'd like to get kind of a shoulder opener. Try that on. I'm going to offer you a couple other choices. You could cactus your arms on either side of you, 90-degree angles. You can raise your arms above you. Just make sure that whenever you do this, that you're pressing your hips down onto your support. You can maybe lift one heel, lift the other heel. You can lift a leg, one leg at a time or both legs at a time. Yeah, just see how that feels, how that changes the pose for you. Maybe it's something that's not working for you today, and that's okay too. I just want you to try on something new. You know, get curious about how you can change this pose for yourself to make it as restorative as possible. Yeah, I like everyone's creativity. It's very, very cool to see. You can also keep it a static pose. You can just hang out with your block or your pillow underneath your hips and just let gravity take over. Up to you. That's what's so lovely about yoga. You've got so many options. So I will give you 3 more deep rounds of breath to play around in supported bridge pose. And then when you have come to your last exhale, we're going to move into fish pose. Yay, fish. And this is another supported pose. So I think that most of you all have props. So fish pose, you're going to extend your legs out in front of you. Lovely. And then you're going to take your support, your block or your pillow or your blanket or whatever. You're going to put it behind, I'll do the model here, your shoulder blades. And if your towel or blanket or whatever is really long, even better. You want it to be the long way. Supporting your whole spine. Fish pose is a heart opener. So having the support underneath of you is going to raise and shine your heart towards the ceiling, which is why we do it. Lovely. You guys look lovely. I love fish pose. And then your arms, you've got a few different choices. You can leave them lying alongside of you with your forearms pressing on your mat. You could try for angel fish, opening your arms above your head. It's a little bit more intense, and then press them behind you so that the backs of your hands are on the mat. You want your shoulder blades to just slowly release over your support underneath of you. If you've tried angelfish, you can move down to the cactus again. Or maybe you try placing your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your stomach. Just make sure if you do this that you're still allowing your heart to open up. Your shoulder blades are melting over your block. Breathe, release any tension you might be holding in your toes. Let them fall forward. Another thing that I like to do during fish pose, and I promise this sounds silly, but it's very fun to do, is I like to make a fish face. It releases anything that you might be holding onto in your cheeks and also in your jaw. Yeah, so see what feels good for you in your body for your fish pose. You can try on any of the variations I suggested or try something new. Fish pose is a really great one to hold for a longer period of time. We're going to be here for a few more rounds of breath. And you can stay in fish pose if it's what your body needs right now. Or our next stop is waterfall. Yeah. So if you do decide that you'd like to come into waterfall pose, go ahead and roll off your support from fish. And we have a unique opportunity here because I think that all of us are in rooms that I can see that have walls. So I encourage you to use one of these walls and place your legs up the wall. Or, of course, you can always take regular waterfall, lying on your back, and then lifting your legs up straight into the air. And if you have your props nearby, you can always put your pillow over your abdomen. It can feel kind of good to have that extra weight. Or you can put it under your hips. If you have two props, you can do both. Up to you. Yeah. And if I was there with you guys, I could totally help you right now, but I'm not. So just get to the comfort level that your body needs. Yeah. Lovely. Yeah, and if you have your legs up a wall, which several of you do, yeah, play around with your toes, maybe flex one, flex the other. You can open your legs a little bit wider on the wall if you like. Maybe press them gently to one side and then to the other side. And your arms, you can do whatever you want with your arms. Just like we did when we were in fish pose, you could bring them above and back to open up your shoulders a little bit more. You could just have them laying on your heart and your stomach, maybe clasped at heart center. Up to you. Waterfall pose is one of my favorite poses. It is an extremely rejuvenating pose, and it's a pose that you can hold for, I've heard of people holding it for like 10 minutes. Don't worry, we're not going to do that tonight. Unless you want to. And I think the really cool thing about waterfall pose is that it's called waterfall because all of the blood and the lymphatic fluid that's in our lower extremities is cascading down our legs, pulling in our pelvis, and then is being sent back up to our heart and our brain. So our bodies are the waterfall. Remember your intention that you set at the beginning of class. Everyone has that thing that maybe brought them to practice tonight. that they're thinking about, come back to your attention right here, especially if your mind is starting to wander. And think about that. Think about why you are here. Why did you show up for practice this evening? We're going to stay in waterfall pose for a little less than a minute. So feel free to take any additional movements that you'd like while we're here. Slowly, slowly release your legs, coming back down to the ground. And from waterfall, our next step is half pigeon on the right. You can take any version of half pigeon you'd like. So you could take the reclined version on your back. Or if you want to come through downward facing dog or take any other movements, you can always take half pigeon with your chest forward on the mat. Yeah, whichever version you'd like, whichever one you feel like your body needs right now. And I know when I'm in half pigeon, especially when I'm with my heart towards the mat, a thing that I really like to do is I like to, and you can do this on your reclined half pigeon too. I like to place my hands in front of me, yeah, like in a prayer, and use my thumbs to massage my third eye or my forehead. I don't know, you can try it, might feel good. Yeah, go for it, Sarah. And then you can also, if you're in reclined half pigeon, you can take some ankle circles with your lifted foot. If you feel like you need a little bit more support, you can place a block underneath the back of your head or underneath your forehead, depending upon which version of half pigeon you're taking. You can also place your blanket or your towel underneath your hips or your block. We're just using any props that you might have to help take out any of the effort that is in these positions. I like to spend a little bit more time in half pigeon because it takes a little bit longer for our big muscle groups and our thighs and our hips to release. So don't forget your breath. Come back to it. If your mind is starting to wander, you can begin to count your breaths if that feels good and that helps you focus. We're going to stay in half pigeon for 1 more minute. Slowly, slowly move out of half pigeon on the right. Take any movements you might want or need in between. You can shake out your leg. And then we're going to move on to half pigeon on the left. Same thing, you can take reclined half pigeon or heart forward half pigeon. Shaking out anything along the way. And on this side, come back to your breath once again. You might notice at this point that our bodies are asymmetrical. I'm a little bit less tight on my left side than on my right. So just take note of that. Don't allow any judgment to sneak in. And then breathe. And we'll be on this side for a little bit longer. Slowly start to release from half pigeon on the left. And let's all come to lying on our backs for Supta Baddha Konasana. So open your knees wide to either side of your mat. Press your heels toward your midline. Grab your pillow for comfort or support. And then I like to place my left hand on my heart because our hearts point towards the left. Right hand on your stomach in the middle of your rib cage, and close your eyes. Check in with yourself again and see how you're feeling now as compared to when we began our practice this evening. Again, you can feel your heartbeat. It's counting for you. You can feel your ribs Expand and contract with your inhales and your exhales. And then we're going to come to the last two poses of class. Take supine twist on the right. So bring your right knee into your chest. Give it a really, really tight squeeze. And then send it across your body to your left side. Press both shoulder blades firmly into the mat. And if you need a little bit of support under your knee, you can place your prop, your block, your pillow, whatever you might have, your wine box, underneath your top knee. Give yourself permission here to release, to relax. Then slowly, slower than you think you can, bring your right knee back into your chest. Give it one last, I love you, right leg squeeze. Send it out long in front of you. And then take supine twist on the left. Bring your left knee tight into your chest. Send it across your body. Use your prop for support here on your top knee again if you'd like. Let your spine release and slowly get that lower back twist. And then slowly bring your left knee back into your chest. Squeeze it tight. I love you, left leg. Send it out long in front of you. And our last posture this evening is Shavasana. Take up as much space as you want. Feel free to grab your towel or your blanket, lay it over top of you. If I was there with you, I could tuck you all in. Yeah, just give yourself permission for the next few moments. Give yourself permission to do nothing. Just be here. Start to deepen your breath. Invite some tiny movements into your fingers and into your toes. Start to take some wrist and ankle circles, slowly waking up your joints. Press one ear to the mat and then your opposite ear. And when you're ready, in your own time, come to lying on one side of your body on your mat. Use your lower arm as a pillow, cradling your head. And thank yourself for coming to practice tonight and for showing up via Zoom. When you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, come to a comfortable seat on your mat. We're going to end our practice just the way we began, with 3 ohms together. So bring your hands at heart center. Everybody inhale for Om. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center for kind thoughts. Bring them to your mouth for kind words. And bring them one last time through heart center for kindness towards yourself and towards others. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Let me unmute you. I don't know how to do that. You can unmute yourselves too if you want. Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. I hope you all feel good. And thank you so much for joining. Unmute, unmute. Are you muted? Unmute. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining. Again, my name is Sarah Blizzard. If you have any questions for me, you can type them in the little chat box, or I guess you could just speak. And then you yeah, tune into Small World Yoga. The next class that we're doing live via Zoom is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. That'll be a power flow, and it's taught by Keenan. Hi, Maylise. It's taught by Keenan. She is lovely and hard, but in a good way. Yeah, and if you ever want to make a donation, we're a nonprofit. We've got the Venmo, we've got the kind Venmo, yep. And check out our schedule on Instagram, Facebook, smallworldyoga.org. Cool. Anybody have any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy Friday.
Yeah, you too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Heidi. Thank you so much for joining. Bye, Erin. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Brittany. Bye, Elise. Bye. I'm going to end.
I don't know how to end this.
I'll end it. Bye.
Okay.